Good morning, this is GrandthumbFarms here on Elm Creek 25 doing the Neapolitan Challenge, Cereal Tycoon Edition. Wanted to take a closer look at our bees. I think I like the little fence and the bushes. I think the bees appreciate the bushes too. We got some mushrooms that spawned this month that we need to sell. We've got 3 rice saplings, nothing from the greenhouse yet. But we're gonna sell the mushrooms. The goats are doing just fine. They have plenty of grass and plenty of meadow. And so far this morning, we've got 35 liters of milk, which I believe is more than we had last month already. And we have 180 liters of honey. And we'll keep adding to the bees every chance we get. Take a look at the other beehives. I think these look really good. I tried to put a gate in here. I thought I put a gate in here. There he goes. Yep, I put a gate in here. It'd have been nice if they had a walk-through gate. I didn't have this glitchiness. I may redo it so that this is not in the front like this. We'll see. I don't think it would be that expensive. A few $100. I used our water tank to put some water in the greenhouses, and I really shouldn't do that. I need to just take the time to get the creek water for the greenhouses. They'll be fine with that. We had a power washer delivered. I cleaned all the equipment. It all looks good. I've tried to clean the trailer, but I believe I'm going to need a scrub brush or something. Maybe if I ever get horses, I'll get a brush and see if that'll work. But all the other equipment's all cleaned up. So that's where we're at. I did do I believe I did 2 contracts after last episode, but that was it. And today I'm going to start off by going to do a Deadwood contract. So I'm going to need to get a chainsaw, and we're going to cut our hay or our grass and make hay. It may have one more growth state. I think that fully grown hay is typically a little bit higher than the field grass or meadow grass or whatever they call it, but it's not going to grow anymore this year, so I might as well get what hay we can off of it. So right now I'm going to go ahead to the Deadwood contract, and I'll do a few more contracts and get some money in the bank, so we'll have money next spring so we can start our planting season. I'm not going to hang out in November very long. We need to be able to make as much money as we can with our mushrooms and our greenhouse products. So I think I'm going to get a small roadside farmer's market. A small market. What are they called? Farmer's kiosk. That's it. I think I'm going to go for this one. Okay, I think that should be good enough. I'm not sure if we can sell milk here. But we can't sell our milk. We can sell our mushrooms. Enoki here. They are not. Yes. So it's our small. It's this one. So that's almost the best price. And I think we'll get a bonus. But we can sell that. We bottle the goat's milk. We can sell the bottled goat's milk. And in order to do that, we'd have to have a dairy. And there is a small dairy for $36,000. And it's very slow. I don't know that we'll get the small productions, but we might need to. I think if we get the grain mill that makes flour, makes flour. And that one seems like it's not as slow as some of the other ones. I believe the grapes are very slow. The dairy is very slow, but we'll see. I may get a sawmill just to make some extra money. But those are things that we can kind of think about. So in essence, we have about $12,000 in the bank. I'm going to need to get a chainsaw to do the Deadwood contract. The first Deadwood contract's not going to be worth that much money, but after that it'll be a quick, typically around $1,000 or something like that, which is good for now. We're certainly not making a whole lot of money. So I'm going to start off this morning by doing a couple of contracts that are next to each other, if I remember correctly. There's a corn harvesting contract on field 44, and then the Deadwood contract is right next to it. So I can go knock those two out together. We aren't going to make very much money with this corn harvesting contract, but it'll bring us over by the field. So I'll get everything down there, knock that out. I need to pick up a chainsaw so I can do the Deadwood contract. Looks like we have a nice size windrower available. Unfortunately, I don't have the cash, nor do I need something this big right now. One of those things I wish a year from now it came up. And I don't have the money for this or the need for the other two things. So nothing in the used market. I'm going to get this contract started, and I'll give you a peek at all the contracts that we do this morning. And when it's time to move to our field to work on it, we're going to make the hay, and I'll bring you back in for that too. Contracts and hay this morning is what we got going, and then we'll move to December and see what that brings. I just want to have enough money because contracts will dry up. I almost hit that tractor. I may have taken the wrong turn. I believe this header is not made for this combine. Oh, there it goes. That's better. There we go. I'm not sure what's going on. Seems like it should be going faster than this. Well, it looks like I'll have to fight through this. I'm not sure what the problem is. Well, I'll speed it up for you. It's just going to take me longer than I wanted to. We'll get it done. Well, for a small field, that was a tough little contract to get through. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this harvester. It's not a good mix between the two. He needs to head back to the shop, and I'm gonna go over to the farmer's market to see if we can get some bonus corn. We will see. He may need some help. We'll see. Okay, turning in the corn for the little corn harvest that went terribly. Let's see if we can get some bonus corn here. A little bit. A little over 900 in the bonus corn. I'll take it. Be back at the shop and we can see what is going to come up next. I just started a worker cultivating on field 24 and collected for my Deadwood contract 1,200 and my harvesting contract for 1,400 or 1,472. So I'm back at the shop and I'm gonna find some more contracts to do before we get started on making our hay. I'll be back soon. She's finished that cultivating contract. So what I think I'm going to do is have workers do some contracts while I take care of our field. So while she's headed back here, I'm going to start a mowing contract for her. Field 21, that's right by our place. So I'll get her set up. I like this little John Deere. I should have met her up at our farm because I still have the side-by-side down here. That wasn't very smart. Oh, here she comes. We got her set up for a job mowing that grass by our field. I'm not sure which way she'll go. I'm gonna pick up my mower so I can get our field done. I'm gonna leave everything out as we go to make sure I remember to clean everything. And she's mowing that big field that's behind us there. Alright, we're gonna get this done. It shouldn't take very long, not a very big field. It looks like our big old duels have knocked down the grass This grass is 4 of 4. This is 3 of 4. So I've knocked down our yield just by driving on the grass. That wasn't very smart. I've never seen that, but I guess, I mean, it makes sense. It's good to know in the future. I'm still knocking it down. Just because of the duals. I like that it does that. I just wish I would have known it, so I could have certainly taken the duals off and also gone about mowing a little bit differently. Another quick job, and I don't think we're going to get near the amount we got last time. Almost 3 full forage wagons. 65,000 is in my head, but I'm not sure. It wasn't pretty, but it's done. All right, just got to pick it up. I can complete on the mowing contract for almost $2,100. And I've got my worker headed down to do the cultivating on field 43. Gonna peek real quick to see how much we have. 60,000 in there. We may have used, what, maybe 5,000, so I think 65,000 was correct. I said earlier, 2.5 trailer loads full, but the math tells me it was almost 5. No! I almost hit that. My goodness, close. I believe that's 3.5 loads, so that's about 48,000. It should just be over 100,000 once we dump it, I believe, if my math is working. My math is not working. 57,000 we got off of that field, which was less. But after I'd knocked down half the field with my big old tires, serves me right. I should have taken the time to go change them as soon as I realized it. The contract's about 30% done. I'm gonna go ahead and load up the trailer so we can sell our stuff, so we can be ready to move on to December as soon as I finish whatever contracts that I'm gonna do on my own. It's not pretty. Okay. I almost hit my cultivator now. These tires are not working out for yard work. My goodness. And more liters than last month. I believe that's all we're going to sell today. All loaded up. First stop, our little kiosk, and then we'll head down to the dairy. Pretty sure we get a bonus for selling stuff at our kiosk, but I don't know if it shows up right away or if it's something later. Oh, almost hit the kiosk. Watch my driving. Is everything in the trigger? $2,200 in products, 275 in environmental score. I don't see any bonus. Maybe the bonus will come next month. Okay, we're gonna head to the dairy. Here comes the stalker. I'm gonna get fuel on the way. I guess our goal is to one day be able to buy fuel and sell milk and come out on top. We'll see how close we get on that one. Go ahead and repair it for $165 and $1. $189 for fuel. I completely missed the trigger. My goodness. All right, here we go. $145 plus 18. I'll have to look back to see what the fuel was. But it feels close. Need to get back to the farm. See where we are on time. It's later than I thought it'd be. It's almost 2 o'clock. And I imagine it's going to get dark early. It didn't get light until after 8 o'clock. So we don't have a whole lot of daylight left. Hopefully we can move on to December and at least see how we're going to get through it. Because I only currently have enough money for 2 months. And I'm going to need at least 2 more months worth before I can feel good about purchasing any land. Well, time was getting away from me, so I decided I would finish this contract and then do whatever other contracts I want to do before this month is done after the episode. I've never used this cultivator before. It's kind of cool. Anyway, it's been just a day of bouncing all over. So we can cash that in, collect our $2,500. I appreciate you coming by and spending some time with me here today. I do thank you. And I hope you see me in the next one. Have a good day.